Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. A few weeks ago, I had mentioned that I was going to do a diamond painting and chat on this cute Christmas wreath that I received from DIYChoose. So let's see how this works. So I will leave a link to DIYChoose to this particular Christmas wreath down below in the description if you would like to pick it up yourself. I just got this new storage container, so I wanted to try it out. I'll leave a link to this down below also. I am very shortly going to be doing a video on all the different storage systems that I have. And yeah, I have quite a few. But it's going to be kind of a chore to do because I have all the systems upstairs in my diamond painting room, so I have to bring everything down here. But these all come in individual little containers. There are 30 of them in here, and if you have problems with arthritis and you find containers hard to open, this might be a storage system for you, because you don't open them this way. Matter of fact, they're very hard to open the regular way. All you do is you squeeze them and they pop open. So yeah, I really thought these were cool, and they just pop and then they click nice and tight shut. So because this is such a small project and it's just numbered 1 through 15, and then the special drills are A, B, and C, I just wrote labels out. For larger projects, I don't do it this way. That's another video I want to do, is how to make stickers for the storage containers. So a couple of diamond painting videos coming up. I have a number of diamond painting pens over here. Yeah, I just grabbed a few. Some of these I got on Amazon. Some of them I got in a D-Stash group on Facebook. This one is a little bit different, and I recently got it from Amazon, and it's a little bit heavier. So it's really comfortable in the hand. It has a round tip on one end and a square tip on the other. Now you really don't need different tips for a square drill versus a round drill. But yeah, I thought I would pick it up. So I'll link this down below also. I do want to show you my special pen I just got. I don't normally spend a lot on my diamond painting pens, but I wanted a special Christmas one for when I do my Christmas Advent. And this one I did get off of Etsy. It was from Jim's Handmade Pen Shop. And yeah, just got this, have not used it yet. I'm going to save it for that diamond painting, but it's so pretty. So I do have a couple of these filled up with the glue dots, and that is also a video I'm going to be doing today right after this one, because I've gotten a lot of questions on how to use these glue dots in the diamond painting pens. So I am going to use this one today. This, I believe, is one that I did get in the D-Stash group. So, all right, so where shall we start? Well, I guess we'll just start with the number ones, because the snowman is all number one. So you just peel the plastic off. I'm going to peel it this way so that the rest of it is covered yet. And we'll get out our number 1. There are tons and tons of different drill trays out there to use. Also, so many accessories to this craft, right? You can use just the standard toolkit that comes with your diamond painting. And if you're just starting out, not even sure if you're going to like the craft or not, don't spend money on different accessories. Just work with the kit that comes with your diamond painting. I used just the kit for a long time, then starting to go and branch out to other accessories. I did buy a number of different drill trays to try them out, but you know what? My favorite, and what I always use, is still the standard one. You get this drill tray with a lot of diamond paintings. I love it because of the longer spout. This is the one I use most often upstairs for my larger diamond painting. So I am so used to this one. I just hold it in my hand, typically this way. And yeah, it works great for me. If you are doing a smaller diamond painting and don't have many drills for that particular color, could use this one. So, well, we have quite a few whites, so I think I do hold it this way. That's right. I kind of just hold the spout right here. All right, so let's pour some whites in here. And so I remember what color I'm working with. I always just keep that particular one up. Sometimes I have a habit, and I dropped one on here. I have a habit of, I'm watching YouTube or, something, and I look away for a bit or whatever, and I come back to the diamond painting. I'm like, what was I working on? And by keeping that container out, I can just look over and see. I also want to make a video. I was asked about this too. Do you have a video for very beginners? And I said, no, but that is one I've been, thinking of also. So that will be another video coming up. All right. I'm working down here. So I think, why don't we cover the bottom? And we'll just start up here. Now what you can also use, and shoot, I didn't bring any down, is release papers. And what I do a lot of times is I'll take off some and I'll just put a release paper down. I will leave a link down below if I remember to the release papers that I use from Amazon, and they work really good. So, but what comes with the diamond painting works just fine too. It's just a little awkward when it's in one big piece. All right, so yeah, let's start with our snowman. I'm gonna zoom you in. Now we're gonna have some glare. Let me move it down out of the light. There. I hope that will work. So yeah, I have the glue dots in here. They are so nice and sticky. Matter of fact, sometimes they get too sticky. So then I just dab it on my shirt and takes the extreme stickiness back off the glue dot. Because yeah, it can get too sticky and it won't let go of your drill on your diamond painting. Which usually you have the opposite problem with the wax once you use your wax for a while. I was constantly refilling my drill pen with wax, and it was driving me crazy. First time I used the drill dots, I was not a fan of them. But I thought, so many other people really love them. I thought, I'm going to give them another try. And yeah, Now I love them, and this is the only thing I use now. There are so many different waxes out there to use, and putty. Yeah, I have tried them all. And I still had to refill quite often. With the glue dots, I have done very large diamond paintings. Never had to refill the pen once. Not once. Or add to it. Or, yeah. I can go for weeks without filling or adding to the drill pen. So, yeah, this is definitely my favorite. And again, I will be creating a video on how to use them. This one isn't extremely sticky. And what you can do at that point, if it's no longer sticky, you just take your sharp pointed tweezers and you kind of dig in there a little bit and maybe get, kind of get a different edge of the glue dot up on top. And you have your sticky back. So if this one gets to the point where it's not sticky enough, rather than taking the time to make it sticky again, I'll just grab another one I have over there with the glue dots in. Matter of fact, I'll work with that metal one. You can kind of see how that one works. So how is everyone doing on this fine Sunday? How is your weekend go on? Did you do anything fun? Mine was just same old, which is fine with me. I don't need any excitement in my life. I like my life boring. Anybody else like that? Just give me my boring life. As you know, I like just sitting at home. I don't like going anywhere. Let's pull this down a little bit. I think I am going to go to this metal diamond painting pen because I know this is stickier. So you don't have to press down hard at all when you get your drills from your tray. You just kind of barely touch it and it picks it right up. You'll hear this very satisfying snap when you lay them down on the canvas. This is a little bit different of material because it is, made on cardboard. Well, very thick, hard material, not cardboard. So you don't quite hear it on here, but you do a little bit. But sounds different on here than when I'm doing my diamond painting on the pictures. Finally got my hair cut today. Oh my gosh. I needed a haircut so bad. So I run in Friday. I had called ahead of time, and the stylist that I like to use I just go to Cost Cutters. But of course, they don't take appointments. But I did double check to make sure my stylist was working, and she was. I double checked, to see if she had any colors or perms, because of course those take longer. And she didn't. So I run in on Friday afternoon. She was booked completely out till closing time. That, I mean, she is the most popular stylist at this particular location. So it's hard to get in to see her. So yeah, didn't get my hair cut on Friday. I'm like, run all the way into town for nothing. Well, not nothing, because I did have to get groceries and I had to get to the credit union. But still, wanted my hair cut also, so I didn't have to run back into town. So I asked if she was working on Saturday, yesterday, and yes, she was. She was available. Let's see what's this one. She was available all afternoon. So from 1 o'clock on. So I run in. So I was there right away at 1, just shortly after. Get in there. Nope. She was so booked for the rest of the day. I don't know if everybody's getting their hair cut for Christmas already or what. It's like, this is ridiculous. But they have been so low on stylists. They had a few, well, one left. She opened up her own shop out of her home. And then they had 2 retire. And they have not been able to replace any of those 3. So yesterday there were only 3 people working. And of course on weekends is when a lot of people come in to get their hair done. And then today there were only 2 people working. But my stylist is so nice. When I went in yesterday and talked to her, they're not supposed to take appointments, but she put me down for 11:30 today so that I for sure could get my hair cut today, which I appreciated so much. So, yeah, finally got my hair cut today, but I had to run into town 3 times to get it. It's like, holy Hannah. And it's only going to get worse, of course, before the holidays. People want to come in and get their hair colored and permed and everything, you know, for the holidays, or just cut. So, yeah, it's going to get worse before it gets better. It was absolutely impossible to get in with her right after our quarantine lifted. Okay, I think that's all the ones I'm going to do, even though there's a lot more ones on here. So I really poured a lot extra in here. I tap mine down before I even get my container out. I mean, I usually open my container before I do that. Make sure they don't spill out. And then I just pour them in here. Now, if they do start sticking in the tray, which I probably should do it to this one, take a dryer sheet and just wipe it with a dryer sheet. Makes it more slippery, and your drills will slide down the ridges much easier. So probably could use it to that one. I see it's starting to stick a little bit. Okay, let's go to number 2's, which is a pretty pink. I won't pour as many in this time. When I do this upstairs on my drafting table, I actually leave the containers open because it's on a table to the right of me, and I'm just kind of careful that I don't hit it. I'm sure it's invariably going to happen at some point in time. I did one time, only once so far, drop a container. Like, sugar. Yeah, that's what I said, sugar. And because it's on carpeting, it's like, oh. It's one thing if it's like a hardwood floor. Oh, but carpeting? No. Plus I have a mat, like a desk mat underneath my chair, because otherwise the rollers don't roll at all on that carpeting. But the mat was too slippery and my chair was sliding all over the place. So what I did is I got some there for stair treads, like for wooden floors, and it's got like sandpaper embedded in it, kind of. They come in long strips, so you can put a strip on each step, however long you want it. So I thought, oh, that should work. It'll give me extra. I got a drill on there already. That'll give me some extra. Okay, now that's getting sticky, so I'll dab it off on my shirt a little bit. Okay, and that's the only, well, let's do these twos down here more, as long as I'm in this area. So yeah, I put those strips on my floor mat up there, the desk mat for under the desk, and that works really good. Trimmed it off to, you know, completely fit the mat. But the one downfall to that is if you do spill drills. You would think that would be easier than the carpeting, but no, those drills do not move on that sandpaper surface. You know, you can't scoop them up into like a pile and pick them up. Nope, they don't move. So I kind of had to go around and pick each one up separately. And yes, I had to do that because I dropped enough. I knew I was not going to have enough to finish that diamond painting. Whoops. So, yeah. But again, knock on wood, I only did it once. For anybody that diamond paints, you know it's going to happen. If it hasn't happened to you yet, congratulations. I haven't done it very often. I think I did it once or twice for a diamond painting, a smaller one that I did down here in my chair, and then that once upstairs. I'm sure in the past I had to have, because I've been diamond painting since 2013, so like 8, almost 9 years. So I'm sure I had to have. I just don't remember. Probably blocking it from my mind. Okay, I think now, well, there's just a couple over here, so we might as well do them. So I hope you like when I just periodically do a diamond painting in chat. I know for some of you, and I'm the same way, I don't really care what what craft an individual is doing, because I'm always doing my own thing when I listen to chat videos, doing my own craft. So I'm typically working on my own thing much more than actually watching what the individual is doing on camera. So I imagine a lot of you are the same. But I thought it would be cute to do something Christmassy, and seeing as how I had gotten some really cute Christmas things sent to me from some companies. Yeah, I thought this would be fun to do. Okay, we do have some 3s in here, which is a light blue. And I think I am just going to leave the container open. I'm going to quick take a sip. For some reason I'm dry today. So yeah, you just shake your tray back and forth and they line up. And that's the purpose of the ridges in the tray. So let's do our 3s up here in the hat. I did use this drill pen quite a bit, and I don't think when I put the glue dots in, I must have only put 2. And typically you need 3 to fill it up good. Because I notice this is not real full, and it's not always picking up a drill. It could also be that this tip is different than the normal brass tips you get on a diamond painting pen. So this could actually take more than the regular tips. Very, very high probability, because it does look like it would take maybe 4 instead of the normal 3. But at this point, it is still working relatively well. I do kind of like the other tips better than this one. You can get in, this is, like I said, it's a little bit wider around than, what's another one I have filled? I don't think these other ones I do. Oh, this one I do. So, yeah, the tip is bigger. So, yeah, especially when you are doing this type of diamond painting. Now, this is a skinnier one, so if you don't like the wide ones, they do have thin ones too. So let's try this one. Yeah, this one's a little stickier, so this one you can kind of hear that click when you let go. Click. These other projects, rather than a diamond painting, you know, with special drills and things, they're just so much fun. And, you know, very different than doing just your standard diamond painting, because the regular diamond paintings, you know, you have to have everything in a nice neat row and column. These you don't. So I do feel these are easier to do. So again, if you're new to diamond painting, you might want to try something like this. Definitely go for a round diamond painting rather than a square. Rounds are easier. You don't have to not only position the drill in the right place, but squares you have to, of course, make sure that they're straight. So they take a little bit longer. But if they're not perfectly straight, that is not a big deal either, because they fit so tight together. Once you have all the drills in an area done, they straighten themselves out. So if you are trying your first square diamond painting, don't worry about everything being perfect. Even if everything is not perfectly straight, it's not a problem, because when you step back from that diamond painting, it's going to look great. So when you think about it, as you place each one of these tiny drills down on a diamond painting, each drill is actually a pixel in the picture. So you don't normally look at a regular picture or photograph to the point where you see each individual pixel, or it would look funny also, right? When you're watching TV, you don't see each individual pixel on the TV. You do hear about, 720 versus 1080. That does refer to the pixels. So, of course, the higher the number, the clearer your picture. Same with recording these videos for YouTube. You hear about what the megapixel is on your phone camera. So again, the higher the number, the clearer the picture. But phones nowadays take phenomenal pictures and videos. That's all I use for my videos is my phone. And it works great. So if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, that's all you need is your phone. You don't need special equipment to record. All right. And we have some 3s down here. Now I'm going to, my waxes or my glue dot is spreading out a little bit, so I'm going to get it back in the pan a little. And let's continue on with our 3s. Kind of sad, my nephew, who is in the Marine Reserves, got activated. Yeah, he is, it was a couple days ago, had to leave his wife and 2 little girls, and they got shipped down to Fort Riley down in Kansas. And I don't know, I don't understand why they shipped all these guys down in Kansas. They activated them because of all the Afghani refugees, that are over here now from Afghanistan, to help try to get them settled, a little bit. And we have a huge fort here in Wisconsin, Fort Atkinson. And they are, we have a ton of refugees that came here to Wisconsin. So why they got these people activated and brought to Wisconsin from other states, and then sent our guys from Wisconsin down to Kansas makes absolutely no sense. Because at least he would have been closer to home. He won't be home. Uh-oh. One moment. Darn phone. Now, that could be my grandson. He, without going into too much detail, he is in a place that is secured detention. Here in Wisconsin, it's like 3 hours away. And he has been calling me every day to talk for the past couple weeks. And so I don't know if that's him or not. Bob grabbed the phone in the living room. So yeah, not sure. So I think it's nice that he wants to talk to Grandma every night. And he can talk for 20 minutes. And he's there just because of behavioral issues and stuff. Nothing illegal or, things like that. He is only 14. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's why I thought maybe that was him. I'm not sure if he's going to be calling me today or not. Typically he calls at night. Anywhere between 6:30 and 7:30. So then we just talk about whatever. I always ask him how his day has gone. Now, if you don't get it perfectly placed, I always just push it around. Now, I am not one that uses, and that one was upside down, didn't even notice that, that uses multi-placers. And on a project like this, you really can't use a multi-placer. But even on regular diamond paintings, I do not use multi-placers. I place one at a time. And that's why this one that I special ordered, my Christmas one, you can pick the tips that you want. You get a single placer in the one end, but then you can pick what tip you want in the other end, what amount of multi-placers, or just a single. And because I use the tip to push around, if this is new glue dots, super sticky. So then if I need to, push one around, I just quick flip my pen and push it where I need it. So I like just having single placers in both ends. This one I did not change out yet. This has a 4-placer on the other end. I'm going to try to get the hang of multi-placers because I have some very large diamond paintings coming up to do. And some of it has a lot of block drilling for like the background and stuff where it's all one color. And I typically just single place all of that. But it would go much better or much faster if I could multi-place. They say it takes a while to get the hang of, but yeah, I believe it. Oh my gosh. Did you see what I'm doing? I'm putting them in the 1s instead of the 3s. I'm not paying attention. I am talking. So I think what I'm going to do... Okay, all right. Maybe I'll pause here quick. And I'm just going to shift these around. One moment. I am back. As long as I was paused, I ran upstairs. I got my drill pen that I am using on my diamond painting upstairs. Isn't that pretty? And I'm pretty sure I got this off Amazon. It was relatively cheap. And I thought it was so pretty. Love it. I had those other pens that I was attempting to use. They have been sitting for quite a while, and that might be why they're not as sticky. And like I said, you can just dig in there with a sharp tweezers, one of the real sharp ones you get with some kits, and you would make it sticky again. But I thought, I'll just go up and get the one that I was using upstairs because I knew this one was sticky. And like I said, I'm on my second diamond painting with this set of glue dots. Never had to add or change out the glue dot yet, or glue dots, because like I said, I typically put 3 in of the micros. They have different sizes, and again, I will show that all in a separate video. So yeah, my poor nephew had to say goodbye to his little ones, and he won't be home then for Thanksgiving or Christmas. That is so sad. I think he is gone for 6 months. So hopefully he will be coming home at the end of 6 months and it's not extended. Now, because the 3s were right next to the 1s, I was kind of able to shift them. Sometimes, however, when you do a boo-boo like that, and as you can see, it does happen, you have to actually pick them off. Just like people who cross-stitch have to frog their work if they get off, you know, a count or so. Because I know some of you cross-stitch. I attempted cross-stitch years ago, and yeah, I didn't care for it a whole lot. I always got off. I don't know how I would do that. I think I was tearing out stitches more than I was actually stitching. So I have not attempted it again in a long time. And maybe it would go better now. I don't know. Like I said, that was quite a few years ago. And the pattern that I picked was a difficult one. It had half stitches in and definitely was not a beginner kit. So I'm sure if I would get a smaller, easier kit, it would go much better. Because the Heaven and Earth design diamond painting that I'm doing upstairs is also counted. It is a blank canvas, and you have a pattern that you follow, and yeah, you have to count everything out, and you can still get off on that one too. So then you are frogging drills off your canvas. I'm only on the top part of the diamond painting so far, and there's been a lot of block drilling, so I have not, knock on wood, made a mistake yet, but I know it's coming because it's easy to do, easy to get off one. Also kind of similar to the Dotty Doodle poster I'm doing, except for the Dotty Doodle, of course, you have the colored in circles that you follow from, you know, the small to the large. If you haven't seen that video, I did 2 videos now working on that Dotty Doodle poster, and it is so much fun. Unfortunately, I have not been able to get back to that poster. I think what my problem here is I'm not used to working on a flat surface. I am used to working at an angle. So I think I am trying to pick up my drills at an angle rather than straight up and down. And I think that's maybe why they're not sticking as much as normal. So my sister-in-law that passed away, her funeral was on Monday. So I had my granddaughter Maddie. No, I had Levi that day, my 2-year-old grandson, because he was so sick. Oh my gosh. So of course she didn't want to take him to daycare. He just, I mean, there was no energy. Most of what he did was just lay in my lap. And he was breathing so fast and so heavy. I was kind of keeping Heather updated, you know, while she was gone. And wasn't running a fever at all. And he had you know what already. YouTube doesn't like us to actually say the words for some reason. Controversial, I guess. So they kind of figured it wasn't that, but you never know, you know. Anything's possible. And so yeah, he just, and then he would be coughing. So when he did try to fall asleep, he would only take like a 10-15 minute cat nap. So then poor little guy was so tired on top of it. His eyes were itchy and watery, and yeah, he was miserable. So everybody was getting together after the funeral over at my ex-husband's place. And so Heather was going to go along over there, but because Levi was doing so bad, she came and got him and ran him into the walk-in. And yeah, his oxygen was pretty low. They said because he was breathing so heavy and so fast, that did actually help to keep his oxygen level up. I think it was at 90, which is low enough. It's not, you know, super dangerous, but they figure he would have been in the 80s if he, you know, wasn't breathing so hard. That was helping to get oxygen in. So I guess that can affect your heart, because the heart is beating faster and harder to try to get oxygen through your system. I didn't know that. So they were kind of watching him for a while. I told Heather that I bet you they'll give him a nebulizer treatment with albuterol, and they did. And that helped to open up his airways better, his lungs, so he was breathing better then. And Maddie, I think it was last year, had something a little similar. So Heather had the kit at home, the nebulizer machine itself. So they just wrote her up a prescription for the albuterol, and then she had to give him treatments every couple of hours. Sometimes less. They said you can do it like every hour, which I didn't know you could do it that often. Now what? Now what shall we do? How about if we do some of the pretty reds? So we have 4s and 5s in here. A couple different shades of red. So we'll pour a bunch of those. So yeah, I had a poor, sick little Levi on Monday. And then Heather found out on Thursday. Was it Thursday? No, Wednesday. She had to leave work. Let's start up here on the 4s. She had to leave work and go up and get Maddie because she was again exposed to, you know what, a kid was at school, had a confirmed positive test. Boy, I am really having problems. I tell you, when I use this pen upstairs, it gets too sticky. And I many times am having to dab it off on my shirt. So it's something about working down here. I don't know. Because they are not picking up as well. So yeah, she had to race back up to Tomahawk, which is like an hour away. She lives up in the North Woods. And pick Maddie up from school. Well, then she had the dilemma of, okay, what am I going to do with her, because now she has to be off school for 10 days yet again. It is nice that they do virtual school then. Her teacher records videos, so I have to sit with Maddie and help her with her schoolwork here. They all have iPads, of course. And yeah, her teacher will record videos, and they'll sit there for a lesson. And then she will explain what they have to do, and they send home packets of paper that contains all the papers they're going to do, as well as crayons and their markers and colored pencils and glue stick and scissors, everything they're going to need. So this poor teacher has to put together, it all is contained in a plastic bin. So she's got to get all these kids' bins together. I imagine a lot of it is put in bins anyhow, because these bins have each one of the kids' names on, so they know which one is theirs. So I am suspecting they have those put together already, but she would have to get all the paperwork together and, you know, record the videos each day for their lessons. There's typically 4 or 5 lessons that they have to go through. And many times I have to record Maddie then explaining, like, for instance, she would have to draw pictures for their storybook. And so it would have to be around a certain theme. So hers, the first one she had to do was on love. So she drew a heart, and then some things that she loves, like she loves unicorns. And it was so cute, because then she drew a picture of her brother, the one that is not at home right now, because she loves her brother. She misses her older brother, something fierce. So it's so sad. But I thought it was so cute that she wanted to draw a picture of her big brother for her love picture book. So then they would have to label each one. And so they're learning how to spell. And this is kindergarten. I can't believe what these kids all have to learn in kindergarten. So they have this alphabet sheet that has like 2 pictures next to each letter, and it kind of shows them what each letter sounds like. And, you know, some of the letters, of course, make 2 different sounds. Like the C has a S sound and a K sound. I mean, English language is so hard. They say it is the hardest language to learn. And I believe it. So, but they don't get too particular about, oh, let's include, you know, the vowels or whatever. They just have to sound it out as best they can. And as long as they get some of the consonants in there, that's, you know, all they're looking for. So, of course, the words aren't spelt right, but that's okay. They're just starting out and learning how to sound out the word. And that's a great start. So then she would write down the words for each picture, and then I would have to record her reading her story to the teacher. And then you submit that video to the teacher, and then she, you know, approves it and whatnot. Or if there's math problems, because they're learning how to add, yeah, I'm just like, what? They do it really cute, though. They have like some popsicle sticks, and they put 4 out, and then they make the gate. So whenever you see something with the gate, you automatically know that's 5. And of course, the kids go through and they'll count each one. They don't know how to add like the gate plus 2. So Maddie I don't know. She's not getting the fact that the one with the gate automatically is 5. Oh my gosh. One moment. Well, at least she had something to bark about this time. Somebody had stopped over. I didn't see who it was. I just heard her talking to Pop. Oh man. She has a loud, high-pitched bark. Well, you know, the bigger the dog, the lower the woof. So yeah, hers is a high-pitched bark. Ooh. And when she hears somebody new at the door, or heaven forbid somebody rings the doorbell, oh. Yeah. I'm sure anybody with a dog can relate. I know not all dogs do it, but a lot of them do. It's going to be fun to piece this this video together in the editor. So many pauses, and you know, we say pause, but it starts a whole new section over when because you actually not pausing the video, you're stopping it, and then you have to restart it. So gotta piece it all together then in the editor. So gotta make sure I get it in the right order. Ah, yes. So I really have no idea how long this chat video is. Yeah, if it's an hour long or not. We'll do some of these 4s and 5s yet. Now this kind of glue is real forgiving. So if it's not perfectly straight, you can adjust them. You can slide them over a little bit. And most glues are like that. I heard, I don't have one of their diamond paintings. There is a company that has, it's not double-sided adhesive and it is not poured glue. It is something different. And it's called something about mounted glue. But I guess when you place a drill down on that, you cannot adjust it whatsoever. It's very, very strong. I guess similar to double-sided adhesive, but yet different. I don't know really what the process is with that, but and like I said, I have not worked on that. My absolute favorite is still the double-sided, oh no, not the double-sided, the poured glue. Definitely, without a doubt, it is the most forgiving type of glue. You don't have the rivers, you don't have the bubbles, creases, none of that. If you want to flatten out the canvas like, well, diamond art clubs flatten out on their own really fast, but you can roll the diamond painting backwards and flatten it out faster, and you don't have to worry about hurting the canvas because it is poured glue. So, yep, I will have Miss Maddie tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I definitely have to get a dryer sheet and make that drill tray a little more slippery. Maybe we'll work with our small one. Let's do some 5s yet, which is more of an orange red or red-orange. So again, you just shake them, and of course you don't fit as many in here. And we have quite a few 5s, but we need to add more to the tray. And I may not get through all the 5s right now. So this wreath will take a little bit to do. Maybe what I should do, instead of the 5s, we could get out some of the special drills. The glue dots work with any type of drills. It works with the rounds. It works with the squares. It works with rhinestones. It works with ABs. The only thing about ABs is you don't want to use the glue dots on ABs when you first put the glue dots in and they're super sticky, because you can take off that nice AB coating on top. But once it's a little less sticky, like this one is, you can use them for ABs. You can use it for special drills. So, yeah. Get off. So, maybe we should do that. Where do I have some special drills? I know we have the big C's over here. Let's get out some of the A's. There's quite a few A's. And we'll place just a few of these down. Now, I'm not sure if my pen is going to be sticky enough for this. Aren't those pretty? Oh, so pretty. Now, because these are larger, they don't fit, of course, in the ridges, so they don't line up like your normal drills. Let's go up to the A's. We have a number of them. Get that rogue drill off. This wreath is going to be so pretty. And you can't even see what I'm doing. Now, when you get to larger special drills, you can put them down with your fingers. I just like using the drill pen. I feel like I can see where it goes clearer and place them down more accurately. But as you see, this, picks up your big special drills too. Matter of fact, it's working better on the special drills than it did on the small ones. Like I said, it could be the angle I'm holding my tray at, because I'm so used to working at an angle. Oh, aren't those pretty? Ooh. We'll go around, we'll do all the A's, and then we'll call it good. I think I am going to use the big tray for these, though, because I'm afraid they're going to come out over the edge on this small one. I can shake them a little bit harder in the big tray. These are gorgeous. I love special drills. Adds so much. Those mandalas that have all the rhinestones and tons of special drills. Oh, they're so pretty when they're done. Okay, we will flip that up. Pull it up from the bottom. And this is just how I kind of work on these smaller diamond paintings. I just kind of make sure my arm doesn't get in the glue down here. Again, if you have release papers, though, that really helps. You would just lay the release paper down here while you're working up above a ways. And you can get those release papers in different sizes, too. I think most of them are 3 point something by 5 or something like that. Like I said, I hopefully will remember. I'll link some down below in the description. Diamond Art Club has some nice ones too, and they're almost double the size. They're huge. So if you don't like to work on big sections, those may be too large for you. And you may have to cut them down. All right, come out. How many B's are there? Oh, there's some. Yeah, maybe we'll just call it good at this point. Cover this back up, and I will work more on this in my chair. Oh, let's not go that far. So, what do you think so far? Oop, I missed putting a special drill back. Usually what I do is I just lick my finger. I know. I just washed my hands though. Yeah, I was refilling ink in my alcohol markers, my hoo-hoos. Yeah, I had a little bit of an accident, so that's what that is. I'm not bleeding. Bleeding pink, yeah. All right, so yeah, we got through a number of colors over here in this cute snowman. We got some special drills down, and it is going to hang this way because we have our hole at the top, and then in the kit is the chain. Let me grab that. That's going to feed through that hole on top. There's a big ring here. And then, yeah, you can hang this either on your door or even, you know, the wall, wherever you want. So, yeah. Oh, this is a lot of fun. I am having a blast. Can you tell? Yeah, a lot of glare on this plastic. All right, there. That's better. So, yes, that is turning out so cute. Like I said, you can see the drills over here. And they are sparkly. I'm going to have a very sparkly wreath to hang up. And I'll have this done in plenty of time for the Christmas season. Hang it up, you know, shortly after Thanksgiving sometime. Beginning of December. So, yep, I guess that's it for this. I was going to say color and chat. For this diamond painting and chat, or as the diamond painting channels call it, it's a whip and chat. Whip is work in progress. I guess because I hadn't started this, it wasn't a whip. It was a new one. So, all right. Yep, gonna leave it there then. I hope you enjoyed this diamond painting and chat. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. If anybody has any questions whatsoever on this, please leave them down in the comments below. I indicated before a whole bunch of videos regarding diamond painting that will be coming up shortly. So I hope everybody has had a fantastic weekend. And as always, happy coloring and happy diamond painting. Bye, guys.